Welcome to Trout Towns, the show where I take you to some of the best towns across America for trout fishing. Each episode, we'll travel to a new town to fish two specific trout streams, from freestone to limestone to tailwater and everything in between. We'll also highlight some of the great American history as well as architecture illustrated by the towns which we visit. All that and more today on Trout Towns. On this episode of Trout Towns, we're in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, your gateway to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, otherwise known as the Pine Creek Gorge. Our first stop on this trip will be to Big Pine Creek. This large-sized freestone trout stream represents some of the most pristine, clean, and remote trout fishing in north-central Pennsylvania. We'll then explore one of Big Pine's premier medium-sized freestone tributary stream, with naturally reproducing brown and brook trout, all surrounded by hundreds of thousands of acres of state forest lands. While in town, we'll explore Wellsboro's rich historical past, dating back to the early 19th century and encompassing the prolific lumber booms as well as other extractive industries. This town was also well known for manufacturing and, subsequently, its burgeoning outdoor recreational tourism. We'll also highlight some of Wellsboro's well-maintained historic architecture, with styles ranging from Greek and Gothic to Italianate and Neoclassical. Wellsboro's historic core on Main Street is like stepping back in time to a more dignified and civic-minded era. Please join me today as we fish, explore, and embrace our very next trout town in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Wellsboro, the county seat of Tioga County in north-central Pennsylvania. This incredibly quaint town is surrounded by rural farms and public state forest lands. Wellsboro is perhaps most well known for being the closest major town near the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, otherwise known as the Pine Creek Gorge. Founded in the early 1800s, Wellsboro features a quintessential main street with shops, restaurants, gaslit lamps, and strikingly well-preserved architecture. Historically, Wellsboro was at the intersection of Route 287 and the East-West Road, also known as historic Route 6, establishing this town as a significant thoroughfare in the wild northern PA countryside. Benjamin Morris, who was an agent of the Pine Creek Land Company, first came to Tioga County from Philadelphia in 1805 with his wife, Mary Wells Morris, and their two children. When they constructed their simple log cabin home, it was the only dwelling in what is now the borough of Wellsboro. Just 1 year later, with the Morrises still being the only family in the area, Wellsboro, which is apparently named for Benjamin's wife, was designated as the county seat through the agency of the Pine Creek Land Company. In 1835, the federal-style Tioga County Courthouse was erected of native sandstone on Main Street opposite the Green, which is an open square. During its early decades, Wellsboro lay in the densely forested area which became known as north-central Pennsylvania's northern tier, and which eventually became the center of much of Pennsylvania's lumbering industry. Small-scale, locally based industries initially developed in this community, including a brewery, a cigar factory, a carriage works, a meat processing plant, and mills. Unfortunately, no vestiges of Wellsboro's earliest industrial heritage remain within the district today. Wellsboro's earliest period of growth between the 1830s and the turn of the 20th century was at first of an agricultural character, but later directly tied to the extractive industries in the expansive north-central PA forests. Wellsboro was located about 50 miles northwest of Williamsport and benefited significantly from the flourishing lumber industry. Large-scale logging occurred along Marsh Creek and Pine Creek, and Wellsboro's Leonard Harrison became one of the regional leaders in the industry. During the last third of the 19th century, significant strides were made in transportation in and around the town. In 1872, the Lawrenceville and Wellsboro Railroad laid the first line into the community, followed in 1881 by the Jersey Shore, Pine Creek, and Buffalo Railroad, whose line connected Wellsboro to Williamsport, which also coincided with the flourishing of the great central Pennsylvania lumber boom. The extraction of coal also played a major role in Wellsboro's commercial history between the 1870s and 1930s. However, it was the 20th century glass industry which flourished here starting in 1910 for many decades to come. Located in the uplands of Pennsylvania's northern tier, Wellsboro has long been a tourist destination for those seeking outdoor recreation, and as the automobile industry grew in popularity in the first half of the 20th century, tourism became an economic force in the community. As previously noted, just outside the borough is the Pine Creek Gorge, popularly known as the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. This canyon is approximately 50 miles long, 1,000 feet deep, and surrounded by hundreds of thousands of acres of state-owned forest lands. Right before hitting Big Pine Creek for some fly fishing, let me hit you with some fast facts about the Pine Creek Gorge. This gorge is carved into the Allegheny Plateau, specifically by Pine Creek, and is surrounded by state forests like Tiadaden and Tioga. The PA Grand Canyon is even known as a national natural landmark, specifically for 12 miles from Ansonia to Blackwell, which contains 12,000 acres plus of the Pine Creek Gorge Natural Area. Pine Creek is also a national wild and scenic river. As one of the finest examples of a deep gorge in the eastern United States, you can experience this via 2 state parks, specifically Leonard Harrison and Colton Point State Parks. Also, another great option for experiencing the PA Grand Canyon is on the Pine Creek Rail Trail, with dozens and dozens of miles of easy-to-hike or bike rail trails. While in the canyon, keep your eyes peeled for river otters, black bear, coyotes, bobcat, white-tailed deer, eagles, rattlesnakes, and more. Now, with that brief history provided, let's go give Big Pine Creek the old college try. So we are just 15 minutes outside of downtown historic Wellsboro in north central Pennsylvania. Right now, we are in the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, aka Pine Creek Gorge. This area is surrounded by hundreds of thousands of acres of state forest land, namely Tioga State Forest. It's also a national natural landmark. It's really wonderful. I couldn't recommend coming up here to see it enough. Anyways, we are, literally 15 minutes from Wellsboro. Just got out here. Can't wait to pick off some stocked rainbow and some stocked brown trout. Let's see how it goes. After nymphing for the past probably 15-20 minutes and getting no bites, I did just see over on the right hand side of the stream, very close to the bank, I don't know if it was you'd think it would be a brown trout. Maybe it was a smallie, but it's some type of fish rose, decent size. So I think I'm gonna switch to throwing dries and we'll see what happens. Finally got my first fish. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't feel huge. I think it's a brown. Ooh, got him. All right, so we got a regular old stock brownie here. Fish are popping absolutely everywhere. This is our very first fish. Couldn't be happier. Let's get the hook at him, take a look at him. All right, so after quite a bit of slinging dries, we finally got our first fish. Pretty run-of-the-mill, cookie cutter, stocker. But that's okay, we'll absolutely take it. Let's take a look at this guy quick. Hold on, bud. Hold on. Not a bad little stocky, probably about 10-11 inches. Oh! All right, he's out of here. Great release. Ooh, you see that? I just waded out, because of shit like that, I just waded out to over waist deep water. Very precarious situation I put myself in. But I want to catch that trout that just keeps dancing in front of me. He's putting on a good show, but I want to see him. But I am really struggling to keep my footing here as I'm throwing this out. Let's see if he'll slap it. I don't know. He might be too smart for me. Some of these fish, too smart for me. Try one more castaroo. Oh, you son of a gun. They're just like laughing at me over there. Just got a fish on the dry, which is wonderful. Feels like a pretty regular stocker, but that's okay. We like stockers. We like them a lot here on Trout Towns and Traveling Trout Co. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's okay. We're just gonna try to ease this guy right in here. And, oh, wow, he's got some vigor. But as I've said probably thousands of times on this channel, we like vigor. Not too much, but just enough that we know they care about their own life, you know? He's really putting up a fight here, huh? Got a lone kayaker coming down just to ruin my day. Lone kayaker coming down to ruin my day. That's great. I love talking to myself when I have a GoPro on my head. It doesn't make you look like a weirdo. Let's get this guy over here. Got him. All right.
Nice stock stalker. Let's get the hook out of him, take a look at him. Nice stock rainbow, decent colors, or stock brown trout, decent reds on this fish, not bad. Let's get him right out of here. See you later, bud. See you later. All right, so we just hopped on the Pine Creek Rail Trail. The section we were fishing earlier is actually right over there. There's a nice access road that we were on, but crossed over here. We're gonna push deeper into the PA Grand Canyon, Pine Creek Gorge. A lot of other anglers out, so we're gonna hike. I mean, it's really like walking. It's very flat, very easy. The Pine Creek Rail Trail, excellent for cyclists. Anyways, we're gonna push in probably like 3 miles to try to get away from all the other anglers, and we're gonna get back to fishing. I think so far we got 2 fish, 2 stalkers, nothing crazy. A little bit overcast, a little cool, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're gonna keep pushing in. I don't know if you can see it, but down in the water, like right in the middle of the water up there, is an enormous beaver. I mean, it's got to be like 30 plus pounds. I didn't know they were that big, but they really are. They really are. There's also river otters. South Park. I guess that was sea otters, but yeah, dude, really big beaver just swimming leisurely in the water. It's got the you know, kind of duckbill tail, so I know it's not a muskrat, and it's not a river otter. That is so cool. Yeah, you can see him right there. He's just having a leisurely swim. That's gotta be the life right there, just being an aquatic rodent in the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. That's great. Oh. All right, just got a fish. Hit a black woolly bugger. Can't tell how good it is because it's in some pretty significant riffles here. Feels pretty good. Pulling some drag on me, but also there's a lot of riffles and deep water. So haven't gotten a look at him. Don't know if it's a rainbow or perhaps a brown town. We don't know. But hopefully we'll find out here soon. He's taking me on a little bit of a ride. Hopefully we don't lose him like a loser. That's what I always say. Only losers lose fish. Oh! Is that a bass? Or is that a big brown? Part of me feels like that might be a bass? Maybe? Just pretend I'm not talking right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ooh, no, that's a brown. That's a brown town. If I can freaking land him, which is not guaranteed. Certainly not guaranteed. That is a nice looking brown. Ooh, yeah, dude, nice brown. Holy cannoli. He does not want to be landed, it seems like, for some reason. You'd think if he knew who I was, he'd be like, yeah, dude, land me. I want to get famous on Trout Towns. That's what he should be thinking. Merganser. Merganser. Got him. All right, so that is a stock stalker, but that's a pretty good sized stock stalker. This is in the what is it, delayed harvest Keystone Select. So this could be a big old bruiser Keystone Select fish. Definitely a stalker. That's great. That's so great for me. So yeah, let's get the hook out of him, take a look at him. All right, so although this fish is certainly lacking the qualities of a wild fish, you know, the red spots, etc., etc., pretty good sized fish, dude. I'm gonna say this might be one of those Keystone Select fish. Really nice, probably solid 13-14 inch fish. Recently stocked stalker. We're gonna get him. We're literally gonna get him right out of here. We're gonna get him right out of here. Hold on, bud. Hold on. Ooh, dude, that's a chunker. Let's get him out of here. Oh, what a solid ethical release. No. Oh, oh man, these rocks are slippery. So we got another fish. Of course, we're still in these big old riffles, short for riffles. Feels like a pretty good fish, but again, it could just be the current. Oh, I just saw him. That actually does look like a good fish. If we can land him and don't lose him like a loser. Pull and drag. Don't want to really reel him in quite yet. Oh, oh, dude, that looks like a bruiser. That looks like a freaking bruiser. Maybe it's one of those Pine Creek browns I've read about in my Keystone fly fishing book. Oh, dude, that's a really nice fish. Holy cannoli. I can see him from here. Dude. Dude. Is that a brown? Oh, oh, he's got a big head. Oh, I can certainly relate to that, the big head part. My wife thinks I have a enormous head. And my friends, when they try on my baseball hats, they're like, wow, dude, this is a really big baseball hat. But I love my wife and I love most of my friends also, so. Dude, I really don't want to, really don't want to lose this fish. Oh, got him. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a heroic fight that I just did. That's so great for me, frankly. All right, so as I said, very big fish. Really no great colors on this fish, but that's okay. I'm gonna call it, yeah, probably about 14, 15 inches, maybe 16. I think this might be a two-hander, hold on. All right, bud, we're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get you right out of here. Dude, that's such a big fish. Holy cannoli. Let's get him out of here. All right, well, not the perfect release we were going for, not the picture perfect, you know, Jeremy Wade release that we were going for. I don't know how he does it, but he always gets a really good release on those river monsters. But anyways, let's not digress more than we have to. Great fish, Keystone Select, I'm guessing. That did not look like a holdover. That was a freshie. Just got a fish. Don't know if it's a brown or a rainbow. I don't know. Might even be not a trout, who knows? Oh, that looks like a trout. That looks like a trout, guys. This is not a real big one like the other two. This is probably just a normal stock stalker versus a Keystone Select stalker. Oh, is that a bow? Is that, oh, that's a bow. Okay, stocked rainbow. First stock, or second stock rainbow, maybe, I don't remember. All right, buddy, come on, get over here. Get over here, come on. We're doing catch and release today, don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, bud. All right, so probably not even gonna net him. Probably not even gonna net him, just gonna wet our hands. Ah! Man, this guy is pretty feisty, huh? He's a feisty one. Oh, hold on, bud, hold on. We'll get you out of here. Ah, all right, didn't get a good look at him. He's literally right there, swimming away. But we did touch him, and that means it does certainly count. So that's wonderful. Yeah, so I started seeing fish rise in here. So tied on a Quill Gordon. Also got some March Browns and some Hendricksons, or whatever they're called. And that's what we're gonna go with. Hit the Quill Gordon. I think it's just a regular stock stalker. No Keystone Select. I also think it's a rainbow. I do believe. Hopefully we can land him. Doesn't count unless you touch it, so that's what I always tell my wife when we're talking about fishing. That's a brown. That's a brown. That's a brown. Oh, son of a bee. Got a little overzealous there. Thought I had it in the bag, and I didn't. Got him. All right, so that's a pretty good looking stalker, so let's get the hook out of him. Take a freaking look at him, that's great. All right, so pretty cookie cutter, about 11-inch stalker. We don't even really like touching stockfish, so we're just gonna get him right out of here. Take a look at him. Let's get him out of here. Trying to, oh, what a release. What an ethical release, that's great. Got him. Got him. Hit the March brown. Feels like a nice brown trout. Speaking of brown. Can't really move him too much. Feels like a good one. Ooh. Yeah, dude, he's putting up a fight. Slurped the March brown. Hopefully we can land him. It's kind of coming my way a little bit. He slurped it. These are the times I wish I had my 9'5" weight as opposed to 4 weight, 8'6". Yeah, I think that's just a stock brownie, but who knows? Well, I mean, yeah, that is what it is, but I don't know what I meant by who knows. That's a good looking brown. He is certainly putting up a fight. Good for him, and good for me. He does not want to come get in this net, but he really should if he knew me. Dude, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Dude, this guy is really putting up a fight. Got him. All right, so yeah, that's a chunker, dude. That's a nice stock brownie, nice stalker. All right, so I'm assuming we have another Keystone Select fish. Probably about 14 or so inches. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's get him. Hold on, bud. Hold on. We'll get you out of here. Hold on. Dude, come on. Help me out. Help me help you. Oh. All right. Not the best release right there. Kind of just plopped out, but you saw him. I caught him. So yeah, great. Bald eagle. Let's go, America. That's what I'm talking about. Bald eagle. Bald freaking eagle. That's great. All right, so with rain incoming and night slowly approaching, we are going to wrap up here on Pine Creek. Managed to catch, I think 6 or 7 stocked fish, both browns and rainbows. Couple Keystone Select, larger than average fish. Love coming to the Pine Creek Valley area. This is an amazing place, truly very special to me, with my family's hunting and fishing cabin being, I want to say 20 miles downstream from here. Anyways, that's all we got from this stream, so let's head back to Wellsboro.
With a quintessential Main Street, historic homes, churches, government, and commercial buildings, Wellsboro has many architectural highlights worth visiting. Specific architectural styles appearing in the historic district include Greek, Gothic, Romanesque Revival, Italianate, Queen Anne, Colonial, and Neoclassical Revival, just to name a few. Of special note are the high-style houses, which were built for civic and industrial leaders, primarily along Main Street and West Avenue. A feature which adds considerably to the visual character of the district is found along portions of both Main Street and Central Avenue, which have boulevards with trees, grass, and Wellsboro's signature gas streetlights mounted on cast iron poles. The Wellsboro Historic District has many properties included on the National Register of Historic Places list, and briefly, we're going to highlight just a few of them. Here we have the Tioga County Courthouse. Originally built in 1835, this somewhat reserved county courthouse building is constructed in local sandstone and was initially built strictly in the federal style, with limited ornamentation. In the 1930s, the Corinthian portico and columns were added, among several other improvements. Next up is the Penwells Hotel, built in 1869. In the 1920s, lavish interior finishings were incorporated into the building. Flourishing throughout the 1920s and 30s, it was seen as one of the classiest hotels, with the best service in all of Pennsylvania, being popular among patrons from New York City, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Here is the Arcadia Theater. Built in 1921, it showed its first talkie motion picture in 1929, which made Wellsboro the first small town north of the Mason-Dixon line showing talkie movies. In 1949, the theater would make waves again for hosting the world premiere of Top of the Morning, starring Bing Crosby. Historic churches include the First Presbyterian Church, built in 1894, St. Paul's Episcopal Church, built in 1899, and the United Methodist Church of Wellsboro, built in 1905. Last up, we have the Green Free Library, built by the Robinson family, who struck it rich in the lumber industry. This beautiful historic home was built in 1855, with significant architectural additions completed in the late 18 and early 1900s, including Tiffany stained glass windows. The home was turned into a public library in 1917, and it remains a library to this day. Lastly, historic homes in the area include, but are not limited to, the Robinson House and the Jesse Robinson House, among many others. Now, if you'll indulge me for just a few moments, we'll go on an architectural walking tour of Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, and then, I promise, we'll get back to catching some nice trout. Alright, so just south and a little bit west of Wellsboro, you have access to hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres of public lands, and although there is some state game lands and some state parks, you're primarily looking at a number of state forests with the names like Tioga, Tiodotin, Susquehannock, Sproul, Elk, etc., etc. Really, it's, I think, approximately 2 million acres in the PA Wilds area of north central Pennsylvania. Anyways, we're about 25-ish, maybe 30 miles, no, probably about 25 miles south of Wellsboro on probably one of my favorite pound for pound, small to medium size, I guess this is more medium sized, freestone stream tributaries of Big Pine Creek. So this stream should have some wild brown trout, some of which get pretty big. It's about 10 a.m., a lot of bugs around. I do have a quill Gordon tied on. We'll probably end up nymphing at some point as well, but we're gonna start out with dries. We plan to be here most of the day, and we'll kind of just see what happens. So yeah, let's get out here and try to catch some fish. It's got a little guy, not sure what it is, probably a wild brown. Just a little guy, couple inches, nothing crazy. We'll take it though, first fish of the day. We will certainly take it. I think that's a little wild brown. Probably not even gonna net him. Probably not even gonna net this one. Yeah, probably about 3-4 inches, but first fish of the day, we will certainly take it. So let's get him over here. As always, I'm gonna wet my hands. That's kind of what you're supposed to do, guys. Hook out of him, take a look at him. Nice little wild brown, beautiful colors. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. Just got another little brown, just a little teeny tiner. Again, hit the Quill Gordon. Teeny tiner. We'll certainly take it.
Certainly take it. Oh, not even gonna net him. Get the hook out of him. All right, nice little guy. Get out of here, bud. This fish actually feels pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. He might just be in the current, but he's not really letting me move him like at all. So this might be decent. Hopefully we don't lose him. Yeah, he's fighting pretty hard. Oh yeah, dude, that's actually pretty nice. Oh, dude, that's really nice. Holy cow. Never mind, I was wrong. That's a nice brown. That's a really nice brown, probably like 14, 15 inches. Wow. Let's see if we can land him. That'd be great. Yeah, dude, that's a sick brown. Holy cow. Dude, that's such a nice fish. Holy cow. Oh, nope, took off. Got him. Oh, son of a gun, dude. Really nice fish. So let's get the hook out of him, take a look at him. This is a freaking tank. So we just fought for probably 5 minutes. An absolute bruiser of a wild brown. I don't know if you can really get a good look at him in here. Bruiser, absolutely stunning, large wild brown trout. Hit the large sized hare's ear, probably size 12 hare's ear. So we're just reviving him in the net, giving him some, giving him some oxygen. We had a long fight. We want to get him back in nice and healthy. Let's just quick take a look at this guy. Ooh, what a beautiful fish here. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Red adipose fin, clearly a wild brown. Big, huge head. Let's take a quick look at him before we get him out of here. Hold on, bud, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a 20-inch brown all day. That's a 20-inch brown. Let's get him right out of here. Beautiful fish, absolutely beautiful fish. Woo! Terrible release. He kind of startled me. He's okay, he's out of here. You know, he dropped 12 inches. He's all right. Just got a brown. Feels pretty good, probably like 8-9 inches, nothing crazy. Putting up a little bit of a fight. Hit the Quill Gordon. Hopefully we don't lose this one like we lost the last nice one on a dry. Yeah, he's not bad. And he's running, son of a gun. Oh, got him. All right, so yeah, that's probably a solid, actually probably like 9-10 inch. Gorgeous wild brown, beautiful colors. Let's get the hook out of them, take a look at them. All right, so although they do get much larger, this is a solid keeper wild brown. I'm saying 10-11 inches. What do you think? Yeah, probably about 10-11. Beautiful colors. Let's get them out of here. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. So although I know year round and frankly pound for pound, some of the limestone influenced streams in Pennsylvania are better, namely, Spring Creek, Big Fishing Creek, Little Juniata, Penns, and even a tailwater like the West Branch, Delaware. Those are probably the top 5 in Pennsylvania, in my opinion. There's something about being up in north central Pennsylvania, fishing Pine Creek and some of its obviously lovely tributaries. When they're singing like this, even with the water a little bit low, with them singing like this, it's so wonderful. This time of year up here, to me, is the best that Pennsylvania has to offer. This is my favorite kind of fishing, kind of like small to medium-sized wild brown and native brook trout streams. Really, truly my favorite. Doesn't really get much better than this, in my opinion. Again, these are not year-round fisheries generally, because it gets too cold up here, and then even in the summer, sometimes the water gets too low, it gets too hot, whatever. But yeah, man, this is, for me at least, this is the best it gets. This is just so wonderful. Alright, just got a nice fish. At least it feels pretty nice. Hopefully we can land him. Don't lose him like a loser. Oh, he's running. Feels like a pretty good fish, dude. Again, hit the Quill Gordon. Quills are really putting in work for me today. Haven't been able to look at him yet, so I don't know if he's any big. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, got him. All right, dude. That's so sick. That's good for me. Good for me. That's a solid, probably 11, 12 inch wild brown town. Call me the mayor of Browntown. Relating to brown trout, so don't take that the wrong way. Anyway, so, oh, that's so great. That's so great. I've been casting to him for like 20 minutes. All right, so let's get the hook out of him. Take a freaking look at him. That's great. That's nice. All right, so we got a real sweet fish in here. We're just reviving him in the net. Probably a solid 11, 12, maybe 13 inch wild brown. Beautiful, beautiful reds, golden underbelly, red in the adipose fin. We always look at the adipose fin, guys. That's huge. All right, so let's get him out of here. Wet my hands, wet my hands. Oh, solid, dude. Real solid. That's pretty good. That's nice. Got him. Got him. Little brown. Little wild brown. We'll take it. We'll take it. Not bad. Not bad. Let's get him over here. Hold on, bud. Hold on. We'll get you out of here. All right. I think this is number 6. Probably a solid 4-inch wild brown. Let's get him right out of here. Not even gonna net him. We're not even gonna net this one, guys. We're just gonna ethically wet our hands, get this dry fly out of his mouth. Oh, beaut, 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 beaut. Let's get him right out of here. Excellent reds. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. All right, so let's quick wrap up for today. So we've been fishing this small to medium-sized freestone tributary stream of Pine Creek, maybe 25 or so miles downstream from Wellsboro. We managed to catch, I think, 6 wild browns total. No brookies, unfortunately. The one big one, I think I was a little overzealous, as one gets when they catch a nice fish. Instead of 20, it was realistically probably like 15, 16 inches. We got 2 that were right in the like 10, 11, 12 range, and then 3 smaller guys, you know, 3, 4, 5 inches. Wonderful to see all the different age classes. Anyways, one of my favorite streams in all of Pennsylvania, in one of my favorite areas, you know, specifically the state forest up here in north central PA. Had a wonderful time, but I think that's all we got from this stream, so let's head back to Wellsboro.
From all of us here at Trout Towns, and by all of us, I sadly just mean myself, we'd like to thank you for watching today's episode. If you have any other Trout Towns you'd like me to visit, please drop me a comment in the comment section of this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see me visit other Trout Towns across this great country, please consider subscribing to the Traveling Trout Co channel to give my life meaning. Also, go ahead and tap that like button. Just give it a tap. Trout Towns, brought to you by Traveling Trout Co, a company that's not really a company in any meaningful or significant way. Stay trouty, folks.